Oh my goodness, I protected the plants so good that the bugs are growing all over my plants. But that's a good thing. Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California, and the vegetable gardens are going so good, and I'm so excited. Today I want to talk about one thing real quick, and let's keep this video short. Tulle. You all know how I love my 3 T's. My irrigation tubing, also known as poly pipe, my totes that I grow tons of vegetables in, and my Tulle. There's a million things you can use Tulle in the garden for, but here I lay Tulle simply on top to protect seeds, and there's my radishes. In about 3 days they pop up, and the birds are not going to eat my seedlings. Now I can uncover it. When the seeds start to pop up, birds love new seedlings, so this way you can protect it. There are so many things we could do with it, and once the seedlings are big enough, you just pull it off and use it somewhere else. Well, Tulle, when you cover your plants with it, and you can cover anything. You can cover fruit trees, I've done that, or your vegetable plants. It keeps the critters out. By keeping pests out, like certain caterpillars and maybe aphids and different things like that, you can grow a clean vegetable. You don't have to worry about going out there spraying, and we do not dare spray at all. We have a complete eco-friendly garden because we've brought in the birds, we've brought in the bees, we've brought in, well, there's a few wasps around, and they're also predators. So everybody is doing their thing, and there's always going to be a few caterpillars and a few insects that get by because nature is set up that way. Nothing's completely wiped out. Now here with the Tulle, I had actually made an enclosure, and all you had to do was twist it around the tomato stake and put a clothespin. And let me tell you something, this kept the rabbits out and the squirrels. It worked perfect. The top was open so pollinators could get in. See that? Now here I used a tote and I completely covered it. No cabbage moths, no grasshoppers, nothing. Look how big and beautiful the Swiss chard is. Now if you were going to cover a flower pot like what's here in the front there, you could just drape Tulle all around it. You can sit the pot on top, tie it with a stake in the middle, and you are completely protected. Well, I want to show you the greatest example on what Tulle can do. Here in front of me are 2 18-gallon totes. And I really wanted to get vegetables in there, but I decided to forfeit these 2 right now, and I'll do something later. I have drilled holes, and I've left a good inch on the bottom, so there's always water in there retaining in there for my plants. We're here in Southern California, normally we're dry, so that keeps it friendly for the plants. So if I don't get to them or they're dry, they'll send their roots down to the bottom. You always have to have drainage, but it doesn't have to be on the bottom. If these chairs were not here and the tote was on the bottom, I wouldn't be able to grow because we have roots from other trees that come and go into my containers or my plants on the ground, and they rob nutrients and water from my plants. Being up on a chair, I could have put the holes on the bottom, but I prefer to do it about an inch up to keep the water in there, to keep my totes really well hydrated. In other words, they're draining good, but there's that little bit of water. Totes here in Southern California work much better for me than other types of growing systems because it can only evaporate from up, not from down and not from the side. So it works great. That's why we grow tons of vegetables pretty much all year. But boy, in the spring and the summer and into the fall, all kinds of squash and cucumbers and tomatoes. Well, let's get into what I wanted to talk about. So this milkweed came up on its own from seed. 1 grew in there next to my 2 system. In other words, I compost straight into the green bucket, and on the yellow bucket, I can grow in it, and there's soil in there. But the bottom's got just kitchen scraps, leaves. When I'm cleaning the garden, anything it lifts up, I put the stuff in there. Whatever I want to put in there, I put it back. The other one's got another 2 system back there, but it's just 2 flower pots put together, and it's doing the same thing. And then I'm also growing potatoes in this red bucket. See, a milkweed came up here, and a milkweed came up here. That, of course, was a bigger milkweed, and that one was, well, it was bigger than what it looks like now. I observed the monarch butterflies, did a whole video on that. They were coming in and laying eggs everywhere. The problem was the eggs would disappear due to multiple reasons. I told you the hummingbirds come in and eat the eggs. You've got different types of bees that will come in. You've got pincher bugs that will come in. You got all kinds of critters, including birds, that will forage to eat the eggs, or the newly emerged caterpillars. So the caterpillars were disappearing. I never even saw any. So what I did was I tooled this one, and this is my favorite stuff. Look at this. It's very fine. No birds can get stuck to it because bird netting Birds die from that many times, but this, no, they can't get stuck to it. You can get this either at a fabric store, anywhere. I buy it online. So here is the thing, and it's cheap. You get like 54 yards. No, it's 40 yards, 54 inches wide. It is fabulous for under $15. I cover my plants to protect my plants. Well, this time I covered this one just haphazardly. You see how I just kind of draped it around and clipped it all around the tote? Oh, there's another one. And what happened was the caterpillars that were on that milkweed survived. Nobody could get in there and eat them. There could be an occasional, insect that might be in there that I didn't know about. But all in all, none of the things that fly in there, forage and eat and disappear could do that. Not even the friendly rabbits that come to my garden to forage around as well. They don't eat caterpillars. But going back to this, so now I've got a bunch of caterpillars in here, more than I thought. I've got one there. I've got one there. I've got one in the back. There's one there. There's a couple on the top, and they're getting big. I may end up moving them so they can finish doing their thing. The thing I wanted to show you is Tulle does work. It's a fabric, and it really does work. If it can keep the caterpillars safe, no insects getting in there and eating them, no birds getting in there, then it can keep your vegetables safe because it's doing the same thing. Those caterpillars couldn't get out, and they can't get in. The only ones that are in there are the ones that were put in there or hatched in there. But this plant that should be absolutely covered in monarch butterfly caterpillars, there's not a single one. Which means multiple things. They're being taken out by nature, which is what they're supposed to be. And they will be eaten, especially the younger the caterpillar, the more they'll eat them. Like hornworms, you won't see a lot of birds, except for orioles, eat hornworms. But when they're super tiny and first hatch, they don't taste bad. They eat them at that point. Later on, when they get really big, they don't taste that good, but orioles will still eat them at full size. So it depends on the bird species that's coming in. But as I was saying, this should be loaded, and there's nothing on there. There's nothing on there because the birds come in, including the hummingbirds. They forage around, they eat what they want, and they leave. If they miss the eggs, then the caterpillar hatches, and when it comes out, it emerges from the eggs. The bigger it gets, the more they can see it, and the birds will come in and snatch them. So there's nothing on that. You got a beautiful plant growing, completely clean by Mother Nature, bringing in the birds. While this one is being demolished by multiple monarch caterpillars all over the place because nothing can get in and get them, which is not natural, but that means I'm going to have to help them. Thank goodness I still have this plant growing, that I can start taking branches off there and limbs, putting them in some water, or moving them right now because I have watermelons starting down there, and putting everybody in a safe place until it's time for them to go. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but this was on Tulle. This is why if you're having an issue and things are getting to your plants, think about getting some Tulle and start putting it around, especially if you're container gardening. But I use it in all kinds of places, even raised beds. And even if you're growing on the ground, you can protect your plants. It's cheap and it lasts many times for 1 or 2 years. And when you're not using it, if you have a short growing season, roll it up, put it away for next year. It is fabulous. And don't worry on a lot of your plants. You don't care if they're pollinated. Lettuce, your brassicas, you don't want them pollinated. If you're doing squash, of course, you will have to hand pollinate. Tomatoes are windblown pollinated. So think about what you're growing. Now, if you're going to collect seeds, then yes, actually, I am going to collect seeds and I am using the Tulle so I get a purebred seed. So think about what you're growing. Think about the issues you have. And I think Tulle, my favorite thing, one of them, could be the answer to your issues. Let's put it this way. It was the answer to their issue, or they would not be here. With that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Grow something. Cover it if you need to. And enjoy your own produce from yourself. Bye-bye. And one quick note. When you buy bird netting, that is very dangerous. The birds get their legs stuck because the holes are too big. When you use Tulle, it is perfectly safe for them. And all they have to do is land on it. Nope, can't get in, and they'll take off.